candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) for the September 19th, 2020 governorship election in Edo State, Governor Godwin Obaseki has declared that illiterates will no longer be allowed to determine the political direction of the state. Obaseki made his submission at Oredo PDP Ward 1 and 2 rally on Saturday. He alleged that he is angry with his predecessor Adams Oshiomole for choosing the legislators to represent him in his own constituency. He also declared that the outcome of the forthcoming election in the state will mark a political rebirth and dominance which would help to reunite the state politically. The governor, who is seeking a re-election for his second term in office, stressed that the sovereignty of the state will not be negotiated with lack leadership qualities. So, this election is about re-establishing our dominance as the major political actors in Edo State. We cannot negotiate our supremacy with somebody who does not have credibility or qualification to determine our political direction in Edo State. Not all of us are cheap. Not all of us are looking for money that desperately. Even some of us who say they are millionaire are following him slavishly. We should talk to them. This election is about the future of the young people of Edo State. This election is to tell people that politics is not a dirty game. It is only dirty when dirty people play it. Oshiomole has no regard for people. To show how this character has insulted us, even when you are going to select somebody to represent us, he will select for us. That is what he has turned Oredo politics into. Politics that is determined by Agberos, because we are not voting in our numbers. That is why someone like Oshiomole is taking us for granted. But if we come out in mass and vote and they see the numbers, he will not have the courage to even talk again in Edo State. He said, enough is enough. Addressing members of the PDP and supporters at the rally, chairman of the campaign council, Chief Dan Obi, said that only way to reward the incumbent governor Godwin Obaseki performance is to re-elect him for a second term in office. He highlighted some of the achievements of the PDP candidates, including the reconstructed Samuel Ugbemudia in Benin to international standard and completion of abandoned projects over 45 years ago in the state. This whole thing is still going round. Some people want to ask Obaseki that this man, the same man that you are talking about, that is illiterate, that illiterate will not be allowed again, because we have to state the obvious. The same man projected you, and a lot of people fell for that. Was he not an illiterate then? You worked under him. For 8 years. You never said anything about him. And at the end of the day, he projected you. He introduced you to all of those people. For the fact that himself is claiming that he helped Oshiomole in the past. Was he not an illiterate then? So politicians, they will never cease to be funny. They are full of surprises here and there. Full of surprises. You can't believe it. Full of surprises. So that's just it. But till that day, he's encouraged the people to come out in their numbers to come and vote, so that they will not have a Agbero government. They don't want somebody who is an illiterate to continue to lord over them, to continue to represent them. He said it's an insult that he's choosing somebody to represent him. I don't know how that is possible. Obaseki claimed he entered UI with 3 credits and is calling Oshiomole, who brought him from nothing to something, an illiterate. God will soon disgrace you. An ingrate. Show us one project you executed in Edo since 4 years. Edo State money you are spending for PDP. You will soon vomit them. This is your sweetest song now, but after the election, they have rigged me out. Will be your sweeter song. Okay. Oshiomole's daughter, a physician in London, another Oshiomole's daughter, a urologist in USA, attended Standard University more educated than Obaseki. You call Oshiomole illiterate. 2 weeks more. Okay. They could not rig it in Sokoto State, Benue, Akwa Ibom, and in Rivers. What makes you feel they can succeed here when the electorate are alert and ready to defend their votes for a governor who has performed very well? Okay, 4 plus 4 is sacrosanct to the Edulites. Some people say he has not done anything. Some people say he has done something. Whether those who feel that he has not done anything to them, maybe what he has done is not a worthy of jubilating us. That's what they are saying. But some people say he has done this, he has done this, he has done that. Well, let them come out that day and do the needful. But the most important thing is that let there be free and fair elections so that people will not be discouraged. Because if people are discouraged with all of this talk here, there will be apathy. Definitely there will be apathy, and that will not speak well of the people. And at the end of the day, if people don't come out, whatever you get at the end of the day, that is what you are going to carry, and will continue to complain. Just like Ereno Mokri said, Nigerians deserve Buhari, that they really deserve Buhari. So nobody should just complain. You are a blessing. Obaseki, you are a blessing to Edo people. Truth be told. Anyone who does not know the meaning of illiterate is an illiterate. Obaseki is one. The standard of education excellence for an Edo state governor is 3 credits. Between what is the level of education of your deputy governor of the decade. Be strong and courageous. You are a winner. So Shomole is illiterate now, but in 2016, when he nominated you and Shuaibu is not an illiterate, then let's wait till September 19 and see. Of course, that's what I said, that people will be saying. Well, I agree with you in totality. It is usually the empty barrel that makes the loudest noise. Those who claim they finished from a school before the school was ever established, those who were taken by the hand to Kaduna to learn tailoring, and whose attitude and lackluster, lackluster, lackluster character falls short of the people of the old Stone Age, but managed to have been brushed up by humanitarian assistance, now bragging and claiming to be demigod. It is indeed a sordid experience, but this time around they have dug a grave for themselves. If certificate racket could disqualify a whole sitting state governor at the party primary election, and the same governor is so shameless and insensitive to humiliation and come out publicly to call a political uh, juggernaut like a show of the people illiterate, that shows how cruel some so-called leaders can be. Obaseki, fight the good fight with all your might. Your safety comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth. So guys, let's hear your opinion concerning what Obaseki has said.